Okay. Right before the show, they just told me, they said, hey, just so you know, it's a TV taping tonight, so try not to swear. And the first thing I thought was, fuck. I just read that Facebook thing where people who swear are more intelligent. So I was like, I don't want to look like a fucking idiot out here. Now I gotta dumb it down. Oh, and that's not a piss stain, by the way. Just... it's not. Just... I was sitting backstage before the show started with this water bottle resting on my nuts like most guys do. And I guess there was water on the bottom, and right before I came out, I'm like, oh God, it's gonna look like I pissed myself on the TV taping. Swearing's not my biggest problem at this point. I'm gonna be on TV with a piss stain. But it's okay because we all know what's up now. But for the guy who flicks on the TV at the 4-minute mark of my show, he's gonna look at me and turn to his wife and go like, hey, Janet, come here, this guy on TV's got a piss stain. So I hope everyone sees it from the beginning. I don't know, wife, I guess that, I don't know, I just imagine that's what happens if you got a wife. I'm not married, no kids. I'm pitching a gem here. I got a no-hitter going to the 9th inning. And I'm just looking in like, yeah, here comes another fireball, firing in. But I was close, I was engaged once. I almost got married. I was engaged once for 4 years. Yeah, that's not a good sign right there. Right? If you're engaged for 4 years, you're probably not gonna make it to the finish line. So I was engaged to a vegan. Yeah, nobody ever claps for that part of the story. Yeah, we all know what a vegan is. So my vegan, yeah, my vegan. Yeah, like I found a rescue vegan. Collapsed out front of my home due to low blood iron content. So I brought her inside and slowly nursed her back to health with some lettuce. And then I fucked her. What I meant to say was the vegan that I was engaged to was so translucently pale that if she showered up at the end of the night, you know right when it's going to be dusk in your home, it's getting dark, if she showered up at that time of night and dried off, if she was just standing like naked in front of a white wall, you couldn't see her. You'd be like, man, it's getting kind of dark in here. I should probably flick on a light switch. And they'd be like, oh man, that's a nipple. Yeah, just a sneaky vegan drying up against the wall. And she came with an EpiPen. Yeah, she was vegan with EpiPen accessory included. If she was an action figure, it would be like vegan with EpiPen and no mirror. I don't know. Because she was deathly allergic to like all nuts. Yeah. So she had an EpiPen. Well, you guys know what an EpiPen is, right? Yeah, it's just a needle disguised as a pen. The deathly allergic people have to keep with them at all times And then if they have an allergic reaction, you gotta shiv them with it. And it saves their lives. So I always had this ongoing fantasy that we'd be like at a fancy wedding somewhere one time, and she would grab like a brownie with a peanut in it. And then she'd take a bite and she'd be like, and drop. And then I'd get to grab the EpiPen and Pulp Fiction her back to life. People are like, do you remember that guy who revived that pale chick in the middle of the dance floor? To obla dee, obla da? Yeah, that's a fucking hero. Oh, thank you. I went on a little vacation to Fino, West Coast, Vancouver Island. Yeah. It was May, and I guess all the black bears were coming out of hibernation. So I was at this resort, and they put up a warning thing for all the people staying at the resort to tell them what to do should you run into black bears. So it just had a drawing of a black bear. They didn't even have a photo. It wasn't a very good drawing either. There was no police sketch artist drew this. It looked more like one of those blobs where you're like, ooh, is that a butterfly or a black bear? It was one of those, not well done. And then it just said, in case you happen to run into one of our furry neighbors, which I thought was a little low in the black bear warning department. So it told you what to do. It was like, number one, make yourself look bigger. It's like, oh, I'm fucked right there. All right, like if I puff myself up, I'm only the size of a baby deer. That's probably good black bear eats, right? Number two was do not make direct eye contact. It's like, oh, fuck, that should have been number one. Yeah, you don't want to be in a stare down puffing yourself up. Find out you're violating rule number 2. Number 3 was keep children nearby. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I can outrun one of those little fuckers. I never went for a walk. I don't know if you go down the front desk like, I'm going for a walk, can I get a kid? You got any leash kids back there? I'll take a leash kid. They're really easy to keep close. I'll take a leash kid. You got one of those. Be great. One of these guys, I don't worry about too much stuff. The only thing that makes me a little nervous is being away from home, which isn't that great as a stand-up comedian. And it's just really that I'm worried that like we'll wake up tomorrow, and my biggest worry is like it's mass anarchy. Something happens, a comet hits, we run out of oil, nukes, I don't know what it is, but we wake up and it's every man for themselves. And I feel pretty good at home, but I shouldn't, because I'm not like that prepared. I've only got like a can of tomatoes, bottle of HP sauce, and a half a Gatorade in the fridge. But I've got a buddy that I've known for like 25 years, lives in my neighborhood, and all he's been doing is preparing for this day. Like, he's just working out to like Swedish death metal. He's got black ops outfits. He's got crossbows and knives. He's got kayaks with sea charts to tell him how to get out into the water to other islands. So I'll run into him every now and then in my neighborhood, right? I'll just run into him and he'll have like a knapsack over one shoulder. I'm like, hey man, what are you up to? He's like, not much, just get my knives sharpened, make sure my battery's charged. How about yourself? And I'm like, I was just looking for some sandals and some rice paper. Yeah, I'm woefully ill-prepared. So he's like, you just remember, shit goes down, you get to my place, you got a spot on the kayak, we'll go repopulate the planet. I don't know how that part of the plan works. I didn't ask him. Hopefully he's got a chart to like an Amazon island of women. I don't know, I didn't ask, but it sounds better than every man for themselves. So I only got to make it the 3 blocks to his place. So I had some people over at my place, and we were talking about the scenario came up, and then I was saying, oh man, if all I got to do is make it to JP's, 3 blocks, I got a spot in the kayak, we're going to repopulate the planet. And they're like, you're never going to make it, man. Like every man for themselves out on the street, mass anarchy, you'll never make it. You're the size of a baby deer. I was like, oh, Meg, I'll tell you what, I'm from the last generation of kids that were allowed to hit each other. I'm not saying I'm tough, I've just taken a couple, I'm shifty. But I was like, but the millennials, they're fucked. They're gonna be too busy updating their Instagrams. Things are getting a little hairy out here. Concerned face. Hashtag Armageddon, hashtag end of days, hashtag happy 2018. And then just a selfie, right? With the blade of an axe coming into focus in the background. Last thing they ever snap. And then when I get to my buddy's place, we still got to get the kayak. He's about 250 meters from the beach. So at this point, we got to get the kayak. We'll get my Black Ops outfit, crossbow, whatever. Now we got to get the kayak to the beach. And I figure at this point, people are going to be coming for us. Right? You got a boat, and it's every man for themselves. So I think at this moment, I might have to sever a human head. No, I hope I don't have to do it myself. I'm not a violent man. Perhaps there's just one lying around on the ground. But I feel that when people are deciding who to go after next in an every man for himself scenario, that your odds of survival go up dramatically if you're the only guy walking around carrying a human head. Yeah, you're just holding it by its man bun. Like, the hipsters go first! The hipsters go first! You've been a lot of fun, Kelowna. Thanks for having me up in your city. Take care, good night. I'm David Tschritter. Bye-bye.
Damonde Tschritter!